Hey, what's up guys? My name is Gene, I'm JAXTWIN, and on this channel we talk tech. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why I haven't upgraded my MacBook Pro 16. Alright, let's do it. But before we begin, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing to stay up to date when I drop new videos every week. Now let's get on to the video. So I thought this would be a pretty cool video to do because I've been looking at a couple of videos about the M1 MacBook Pro, and I'm kind of deciding if I should buy one or not and maybe trade in my MacBook 16. But every single time I go to pull the trigger on the purchase, I just can't find a compelling enough reason to trade in my 16-inch MacBook Pro for the MacBook Pro M1. This is kind of an off-the-whim type of video, but I really wanted to put this video out because I want somebody to convince me. I want one of you guys to try to convince me or tell me why I should be upgrading. I'll tell you why I'm not upgrading or why I haven't upgraded, and I'm hoping that somebody in the audience or someone in the comments will tell me why I should really consider upgrading. Now, part of the reason I bought the 16-inch MacBook Pro is because I had the 15-inch, and at the time they had recently dropped the 16-inch with the improved keyboard. Given that I do quite a bit of typing on my machine, I said, you know what, it was worth the upgrade at the time because primarily I type a lot for work and for scripts. In addition to the keyboard, this is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. From the 15-inch to this, it's like night and day. It was hard for me to go back down to the 15. And more so harder for me to go back down to a 13-inch MacBook Pro. Well, sticking on real estate for a second, you gotta understand that primarily when you have a bigger screen, you know, everything's much bigger. You see the web pages a lot larger, you're able to video edit. The third reason why I actually bought it was the ports. Now, my 16-inch MacBook Pro has 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, whereas the M1 only has, what, two USB-C ports or Thunderbolt 3 ports. I think that's not enough of a compelling reason for me to go back. So far, we've got a better keyboard, a larger display, and we have more ports. Now, the fourth reason I'm not thinking of upgrading is because of the speakers. These speakers are actually really good on my MacBook. The last reason is actually the most important reason. I'm not an early adopter, or try not to be an early adopter, but I anticipated the refresh to happen. I didn't anticipate it to happen this quick, but I also anticipated the refresh to happen with the M1 MacBook Pros. And now, obviously now, I've heard that there's some reports about the 14-inch and the 16-inch MacBook, the M1 variants coming out hopefully in March or April, or there's gonna be an announcement pretty soon. So those are some of the reasons why I haven't upgraded yet. It wasn't enough of a compelling reason for me to ditch my 16-inch MacBook Pro for the M1. This is not to take away from the M1 MacBook Pro. I think it's a fantastic device. Obviously, it's got great battery life, better chips, so much more improvements than what my 16-inch has. But so far, I don't have enough of a compelling reason to go through the process of buying a new laptop, to go through the process of setting this one up and going through the paces. And more importantly, for all those reasons I listed before, it just didn't make any sense to me. But I definitely want to hear from you guys and hear what you guys think, and definitely leave your comments down below. And that's the video, guys. I really appreciate subscribing to my channel. For a lot of you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Gene, I'm JAXTWIN, and on this channel we talk tech. And that's it. Until my next video, peace.
All right.